this month, and frankly every month, is a great time to celebrate love. For many, relationships, though, can be challenging, but our next guest says there are a few key common denominators among those experiencing joyful and fulfilling relationships. She is the author of What is Happiness and Where Can I Get Some? We wanted to welcome you, Bonnie, to the show. This is Bonnie Maley, the author of the book.
Well, good to be here.
Getting happiness, and where can we, if it was only that easy, like it was on a store shelf and we could just pull it off, wouldn't that be great?
It would be great. I've had people say, I'll go to get some ice cream. That'll get me some happiness.
And you know what? In many respects, that might be true, but it's not long-lasting. And so I think what we're trying to address is long-lasting happiness.
Right. It's when we look for happiness, we go for the temporary fixes. So we think if I make the sale or if I have the vacation, then I'll feel happy. And those are great. Don't ever give them up. But
especially the chocolate ice cream.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if I could do that myself. Right. But it's what is it that I need to do in order to feel happy if I don't have the chocolate ice cream, if I don't make the sale, and if I don't have the vacation. And that comes from inside, and you do have to look inside in order to get it.
Well, and a lot of times to get to the inside, there's so many different layers, like an onion, that, you know, to get down to the root of the happiness is not easy to do. And people go to therapy for that. So how can we learn that through a book?
Well, in my book, I talk about several things that you can do in order to go inside and get that happiness that lasts forever. And one of the most important things that I focus on is self-love. When we don't love ourselves, we take things personally, and we make judgments, and we have a lot of conflict. We misperceive the meanings of things, we feel guilty, we set unhealthy boundaries. And if you think about all the things that I just mentioned, how can you be happy when those kinds of conflicts are occurring in your life?
How do you get past the fact that so many Americans, so many people think if I only had more money, then my life would be easier? And that is like a universal drumbeat from so many people.
Well, and a lot of people do believe that. What I find with a lot of my personal clients is that they've gotten to that point where they've discovered that. They say, I have the job, I have the house, I have everything that I thought was going to make me happy, but I still feel like something's missing. And so what they find is money doesn't bring them happiness. It just leaves them the same way they always have been, only in more luxurious settings.
So how would you define happiness if it's not the things?
It's feelings.
And it's not necessarily the relationships, because you're saying that it's about self-love. What is it?
It's about feeling comfortable. It's about accepting things that you cannot change. It's about seeing all the moments in your life, even the difficult ones, as an opportunity, as opposed to judging and labeling them. This is a good moment, this is a bad moment. As soon as we judge a moment as bad, how do we feel? We feel unhappy, we feel uncomfortable. And so really what it's about is understanding that every moment in our life is an opportunity. If it's uncomfortable, then maybe it's an opportunity to change gears or to try something different, but it's still an opportunity.
Would you be able to equate happiness with peace? Because that's kind of
what absolutely. To me, the ultimate goal is peace. And Valentine's Day is coming up. We're talk about peace in relationships. Acceptance brings peace in relationships. And when you have acceptance and unconditional love in relationships, then you have peace and you have very happy, beautiful, fulfilling relationships.
Even in kind of the arena of Valentine's Day, there are so many disappointments, and there's the blame game of, you know, well, you didn't do this and she did, you know, she got this. And so even in a holiday that's supposed to be about love and happiness, and, you know, if happiness equals peace, there's still a lot of turmoil sometimes and disappointment.
Yes, and there is, because we get this attachment to an outcome. We have an expectation and we want to see it come to be, and so we hold this vision in our mind. Here's how you should look, here's how you should show up in my life, and then when it doesn't happen, we point a finger. You made me mad, you made me feel this way, you hurt my feelings. And that's the blame game. And the truth is no one makes us feel the way we feel. It is how we react and respond to them, and whether or not we're able to let go of that vision we've held on to and accept our partners as they are.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, Bonnie. We certainly appreciate it. And the name of the book again is What is Happiness and Where Can I Get Some? So we have put some tips on how you can get some of that happiness and understand really what it should be in your life on our website, abc15.com. You'll find it under the Living tab.